Hey, how's it going, you guys? And welcome back to Swift in Minutes by TremontProJect.com. Today is part two, and what we'll be going over are variables and constants. Variables and constants are the core syntax of any programming language. Apple makes it really easy for me to teach you guys variables and constants with a new document type that they have called Playground. Playground allows us to code quickly and test that code. So, in essence, the beauty of it is that while we're writing code, it continually executes and shows the result of the code in which we're writing. In order to get to a playground, we come down here to Xcode. The first option says get started with a playground. We want to click on it. In this box, we'll say VAR, capital LET, dot, my playground. The platform can be iOS and press next. In this section, what I'd like for you to do is create a new file. Name that file TremontProJect.com and then press create. That creates us a new folder, not a file, excuse me. And then come down here to create, exit out of there, and retrieve the file. All right, so now we have our first playground. We'll start at the top. At the top of this playground, what you see is this green writing. That's called a comment. Comments are Comments are notes placed in some code to remind you of the code's intention. They start with double slash. So you can put, let's say for instance, and we'll go deeper into comments as we go, you'll start to catch on, but / variables and constants. And that, oh wow, all right, okay, so, and that just tells us what we're going to be doing in here. The compiler absolutely ignores this. So for instance, if I even start to write variables down here, we automatically get an error. So we'll just delete that. But if you put 2 slashes in front of anything, you'll never get an error. The next thing you see is import UIkit. The UIkit is the user interface kit. I'm not going to go into too much detail about that now, mainly because you just don't really need to know too much about the UIkit at this period of time. The next thing you'll see is your first line of code, which is a variable. All variables start with VAR. This one, VAR is the variable. STR is the variable's name. Hello Playground is the variable's value. So, variables store information that can be called later. For example, if we write str, now hello playground appears over here twice. If we write str again, because that's the name of the variable, now hello playground appears over here 3 times. Okay, so the next thing about a variable is VAR is absolutely necessary in order to create a variable. Absolutely necessary. So VAR, and then you can make your variable's name whatever you want. I'll just write find equals Kate. Oh wow, what the? Okay, Kate. Okay, so you'll see we're about to get an error. Okay, there we go. We got an error, and the reason we got an error is because in this top variable line of code, they have quotations. So let's add our quotation, and then find Kate comes over here. And then again, who are we trying to find? Kate will appear again. And hi, go see Kate. There she goes. Okay, so that's how you make a variable. It's really simple. Variables, well, if you guys have come, well, the basic representation is, just as I explained to you guys, desired VAR, then desired variable, which is mainly the variable's name, equal desired value, which is the stuff in parentheses. Semicolons are absolutely not needed in Swift. You can use them if you want. They won't leave an error, but they're not. If you guys use Objective-C, for instance, you use semicolons, but in Swift you don't have to. All right, and if you add an addition sign to any 2 variables, they combine. So let's say str plus find, because that's the name of our second variable, and hello playground Kate. It's not legible, so let's make a space inside of Kate's quotation. and then you see Hello Playground Kate. They just automatically add each other together. That's one cool thing. You'll find uses for it later. All right, and then the next thing is another cool thing I can show you guys with variables is you can use VAR one time and put multiple variables on one line of code. So let's say our first variable is called Scout. Okay, Scout is cool. And then we'll make the Scout a girl for Girl Scout. And then comma, our next variable will be book. And then we'll make the book blue. Okay, and then comma, and our next one will be Jim. And then what I desire to lift is 315, so we'll make that one 315. And of course, our compiler comes up again. It shows us that something happened 3 times. It doesn't show us any specifics, but something happened 3 times. And if we want to call book, what color is our book? Blue. If we want to go to the gym, what do we desire to lift? 315. And if we want to buy some cookies, who do we call? The Girl Scouts. Okay, so that's simple how you make variables. The thing about a variable is that it can be changed. So let's say I don't want my scouts to be girls anymore. I'm trying to go to the woods, so I want my scouts to be boys now. No offense to any Girl Scouts out there. So now my scouts are boy. Okay, so I can call scout again. It remains to be boy. If I want to change it to a robot scout, I can go scout equal robot. And my scout is now a robot. All right, so what can't be changed though are constants. Constants are similar to variables. I just call them variables, but they're constants. Constants are variables that can't be changed. They are constant through the lifetime of a program. To make a constant, you place let before your desired constant's name. So let home, and that value will be Earth. Okay, so now let's try to change home. Home equal Mars. We automatically get an error. And the reason we get an error is because constants stay the same throughout the lifetime of your program. So constants, as I just explained to you guys, are represented as let, desired constant equals desired value. An easy constant is let days in week equals 7. I doubt if days in week will change anytime soon. So there we go. I gave you guys these assignment questions. They're suggested, but I would definitely like for you guys to answer them. In the next video, you'll see the answers if you're not able to get them on your own. Thanks a lot for checking us out. Anything is possible. When I started programming, I wasn't that good, and you guys can become as good as I desire to be, even though I still have ways to go. So thanks a lot, you guys. You have a great night.